Tasks you should not be doing. Hello, it's Friday, nearly the weekend. And what happens? We have a weekend challenge here at Marketing for Owners. If you're wondering what the weekend challenge is, it's because, hey, look, I know how it works. You're not going to take the weekend off. You're going to do some work. You're going to fit it in. You're going to fit it in around your family because you can't help yourself. I know, been there, done that. But instead of doing sort of work because you feel you need to, how about something different? So I give you a weekend challenge, something to inspire, something to test you, something to make you think, something to help you improve your business. And that's what it's all about. Because here at Marketing for Owners, that's what we're here for. We want you, and I want you, to have a fantastic self-marketing business that is good for you. Not one that you struggle to keep up with, but one that you enjoy, that provides a lifestyle that you want, where you can do what you want, when you want. Does that sound good? Do you think it's possible? Hey, look at this guy here. For those of you listening on iTunes, I'm pointing at me. Yeah, me. Yeah. So next week, so what are we on now? This is Friday. On Tuesday, or anyway, some point next week, I'm scooting off to Vancouver. And I'm there for 5 weeks. What about my business? What about my businesses? Yeah, don't you worry about those. They're all fine. That's what it's all about. So, you can't do it if you're doing all the wrong jobs. You've got to get rid of some stuff. And because I know, because I've been through this and I spent years learning how to undo it. Now you've got it easy because I can tell you. So what's the first thing that we're going to offload? Oh, by the way, sorry. For those of you that are new, you need a pen and you need a bit of paper. For those of you that are driving along and listening to this, good use of your time, by the way. I like it. You can go to the website at marketingforowners.com/podcast/265. Also, if you go to marketingforowners.com/challenge, you'll see all of them. So 265, that means we've done 50, is that 53 challenges? Every single one is listed. Some of them are great. A couple at the start are a bit lame. So scroll down because the decent ones are further on. But some of them are great and I do them over and over. Okay, step number 1. You should not be doing bookkeeping and invoicing. No. Of course, if you do a job and it needs notes for an invoice, you should make the notes. You should say, if you're the one who quoted it and made the price, you should make the notes so that the person, so your bookkeeper, who is a professional, who does this for a living, who's brilliant at it, who has the software that you don't have to pay for, who knows how to use it, who is trained and kept up to date, unlike you, yeah, you can give all the details to them. Imagine in a big company, when they have a salesperson goes out, makes a sale, the company doesn't know anything about it until that person, he or she, gets back to the office, gives the details of who the sale is to, phone number, address, name, everything, the details of the job, the price, the details. They must have some paperwork trail. Why don't you have one? So you write the notes down, give it to your bookkeeper, get on with your work. Okay, step 2, office admin. No, you shouldn't be doing that either. And I know what you think. You think, well, it won't take long. Won't it? It needs to be done all of the time. You can't get on without a bit of office admin. Who's going to order stationery when you run out? Who is going to answer the phone? What about if you're out working? How are you going to do all the phone working? You're thinking, I can't afford to, I don't have an office. I can't afford someone. Yeah, you can. There are services, there are people, there are VAs, virtual assistants, there are general assistants, there are services on to answer phones and to take a message for you and then forward calls to you, etc., or to fend off calls, everything. You don't need to be doing that. And you don't need to be thinking, oh, I can't afford to have someone come around my house if you're working from home and answer all the post. No, general office admin happens all the time. And what will happen is as your business gradually grows, that admin job will gradually grow with it. And eventually it takes up a lot more time than you think. But by then you'll think, I can't train anyone to do this because each task only takes a minute. It only takes a minute. I can't train someone. I will be the best. And then you're stuck with it for life. Been there, done that, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Find someone. Don't give me the, oh, I don't know who. Local university. Imagine all those people who are working in Tesco's or in Walmart stacking shelves that are highly intelligent. They're doing it because they need some part-time income. Don't you go telling me that there's no one out there who needs part-time income. Try looking online. Look for part-time general assistant or virtual assistant. You'll be amazed. And yes, you will find some near to you. Go and put an ad in the supermarket notice board on the shop window on the corner, something like that. In the local college or university. People there are very clever, you know. Number 3, making appointments. Now, I mean the phoning up and making appointments. If you are the type that has to go out, so say you are an electrician or in the construction industry. And by the way, I'm assuming that you know that you are supposed to tell your customer that you are coming and when you're coming. If you're the type that just turns up, like perhaps 90% of the people I just mentioned and plumbers and everything, try making an appointment. It's called customer service. They'll remember it because it will be rare and they'll like it. And that means when I get an electrician or a builder or a plumber around, then perhaps they'll turn up on time and I won't have to waste all my day. But have someone else. There's another job for that assistant. Even they can be trained. If you're a salesperson and you need to go and visit people, visit clients, make appointments with clients or things like that, they can be trained. If you know how to do it, you can train them. It's not rocket science. Number 4, email admin. Oh, and what you're thinking, again, you're thinking, I can do my emails while I'm eating my breakfast. Okay, if you're thinking that, do you think your kids and your spouse sitting around think that's nice or polite? Is it healthy? Imagine you were someone who works for someone else. You get up, you go to work, and you have to be at work by 9, perhaps. And then you finish work at 5, and then you go home. You won't be doing emails. And you won't be working on the weekend, and you won't be sitting in front of the TV saying, I can do my emails, I can answer emails while I'm watching TV. No, try and separate private life or family life from your business. There are other people who are better at this than you, and you're going to think, how would they know how to answer? Teach them. They will learn. First of all, for the first week, get them to look at every email and write down what they would do with it and then tell them if they're right or wrong. They'll gradually learn and then let them do some. They will forward the ones that you need to answer to you. People are professionals. Have you ever seen on TV where they have an assistant? They answer their emails. Do you think Richard Branson sits there answering emails? Do you think he gets a few? How does the person know how to answer them? Because they're trained. All these things are possible. Your excuses are just getting in your way. Number 5, And this applies to people who have Etsy, eBay, e-commerce businesses, no matter what you're doing. Stop packing boxes or doing the shipping or delivering, right? Don't pack boxes. Don't do your own deliveries. If you deliver goods, don't think, and unless, by the way, unless you are a salesperson, unless perhaps you are a farmer, it's part of the service, it's part of the sales service that you deliver and take the order and sell to your client. That's different. What I mean is someone who has a business that sells stuff. Don't you go packing the boxes, put them in the back of your car, take them down the post office or the delivery sorting centre. Someone else can do that. Somebody there. How about an older retired person? How long does it take? If you're going to say, oh, and it takes an hour a day. Does it? What if you get busier? When it becomes an hour and a half, then becomes 2 hours, then becomes 3 hours. Why don't you ask an older person who is bored, right? Who will do it, who does not cost much, who will do it gladly and will do it conscientiously and brilliantly and will take them down the post office for you while you get on with your work. I'm pretty sure that you can pay them less than you earn doing your proper work. And number 6, finally, if you have premises, don't you go opening up and first thing in the morning and locking up at the end of the day. Now, you're thinking, but I'm first one in, I'm last one out. It sets a good example. Does it? How? Who told you that? Where did you get that from? Do you think that you have to show up first? Why? What respect does that get? Oh, I respect my boss because he works ridiculously long hours. How does that work? Don't just allow someone else. Give somebody the job, the responsibility, and then have someone back up in case they're sick and not turning up, and have someone else lock up. You have important work to do. Make sure everybody knows. Once they realise it, they'll help and they'll understand. And then you're on the path to a bigger, better business. It doesn't necessarily have to be bigger, but it's a more efficient business because you can do the thing you are good at, which is earning money for your business, and you can spend all that spare time with your family. Or, if you've not got one, trying to make one. Anyway, have a great weekend. If you can just tick off 1 or 2 of those, your week next week will be so much better, and so will your entire life. Trust me, I'm a business person and I've done it. Honestly, it's good for you. Have a fabulous weekend. See you next week.